forget about mentors. Maybe what you really need are more heroes. I was watching a short video the other day from a guy called Chris Du, and he's the founder of a company called The Future, which is a creative agency. I've spoken about these guys before. They've got a number of videos up on their YouTube channel about creating content and creative processes in general. And they did one that I mentioned here, building a brand, which was really interesting. So go check it out. It's on YouTube, The Future. It's F-U-T-U-R, or their website is the same, futur.com, no E. And what he was talking about was this idea that maybe instead of mentors, we should be thinking about heroes. And it was interesting because he snapped together a bunch of different famous people talking about the idea of mentors versus heroes. Guys like Seth Godin, guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, people that I've spoken about before. And the idea is, in short, that mentors are hard to come by. As Seth Godin says, mentors don't scale because there's only so many hours of the day that you can mentor somebody. And there's more people wanting a mentor than actually mentors that are out there. So the idea that instead of maybe looking for mentors, we should be thinking about looking at heroes. Because the great thing about heroes is that you can look up to them, you can see what they do, you can watch what they do. You don't necessarily need to speak with them and get their feedback on stuff. You can actually say, well, what would Oprah do? What would Bill Gates do? What would Seth Godin do in this scenario? And so in a way, Seth Godin and Gary Vaynerchuk and these kind of guys that I listen to, they're kind of my mentors, even though they're not really my mentors. They're kind of my heroes in that sense. So it's an interesting concept about mentorship because a lot of people are big on mentors, especially at the moment. There's a lot of people who feel they all need a mentor. And look, I've said it before too. I think I've been lucky enough to have a couple of key mentors in my life. But the other thing about using heroes rather than mentors is that you can have multiple heroes. You can't necessarily always get multiple mentors. But for you to be a well-rounded individual, you really need to draw on multiple experiences and circumstances. And so again, heroes works because you can look up to what they do, you can watch what they do, you can follow what they do. You don't necessarily need them as your official mentor for them to really be a mentor. So heroes, not mentors. I reckon it's an interesting concept as well. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. I do thank you for your time, and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.